Good morning. Welcome to Crossright Homestead. I'm Mary Miller.
And I'm Steve, and today we got a lot of projects going on. There's always something to do. Today we got some trees that have to be trimmed. We're going to get some gravel hauled in, and the limbs are in the way. We got to get those trimmed. We got to patch the cow fence for the Angus. There's a spot there that needs fixed, and just some things we got to get done today. So we're going to take you along as we get those things done. So as I'm walking out to start doing some chores here, I noticed we have a puff ball. I don't know what it's really called, but my dad always taught me it was a puff ball, and it's like a mushroom. They say you can eat them. I've never tried that, but if you've never heard of one, that's what they are. If you've never seen one, and for some reason, this time of year, we got a bunch of them growing in our yard. But I've heard of it. As you can see right there, that's where it was growing into the ground. This whole thing is just like a big mushroom. When you break it open, it's solid white. It's very thick, it's very dense, it's very moist. People say you can eat those, and if you're watching this channel and you have any advice on that, let me know, because I've never ate one. My dad has passed, but he always told me you could eat those, so let me know. Maybe I may just ruin a great meal. I don't know, but I'm a little afraid to try it without somebody telling me the right way to do it. So let me know what you think about that. Also, I noticed over here, so if you come over here, I was standing here talking, and I seen this piece of corn cob fall out of the tree. Now, I don't know about you, but corn cobs don't just fall out of the tree. So we're about 20 yards from our corn, sweet corn, and I think a coon has started to rob a few of our ears of corn and taking it up this tree. I'm gonna keep an eye out for that, but figured a corn cob falling out of the sky is a little odd, so figured I'd share that with you. Let's get back to work. So we're gonna try to walk Boaz today again, but he ran in the barn, so we kind of got him cornered on his own. We didn't have to try to round him up. So the Angus calves got this old part of the fence just beat down here. Tried to pull it up the best I could, but you can see that some of these fence things are starting to break, because once they bend them over, but once you try to bend that back, it just gets more brittle. So we're going to go ahead and put a cattle panel up along here, maybe a couple of them, because they're going to get out of here if we don't be careful. So let's go ahead and fix the old fence and put up a new panel or two.
And of course, the girls are right here wanting to be nosy.
got a whole pasture and you need to eat that one stick. as you can see, the cows want to always be right in the way, but that's just part of their curiosity. So you'll hear Rocky Top going crazy in the background because he's not getting attention. But you gotta get these fixed. So here we go again. We're putting another panel up against the one we just put. These are 16-foot panels by 50 inches high. So by putting these two on here, we just put on 32 feet of new reinforced fence for them. So what I need to do is come back and put some more metal posts in here and really get this thing solid. But right now, we got a lot of things going on, so we're just gonna get this covered up. These cows are not as hard on the fence as those longhorns, so we're just gonna get it covered up today, get it secured a little bit, and they'll be fine. So we're doubling our wire here, twisting it around this fence. Then we're just gonna twist it together. You double your wire and that gives you the extra strength to make it a lot stronger. Come on, ladies, give us a little room to work here. Back it up. What are you ladies doing? So as you can see, we do have the panels in place. We got quite a bit patched up. We got a little bit more to go, but it's not quite as bad as that fence there. We're going to continue to work on this until we get it completely brand new, or at least better than it is now. That way we know we don't have to worry about anything getting out or anything getting in that we don't want in. So just stay tuned, and we got more work to do. What do you know, girl? You want to sit on the swing? Good cow, yeah. You're a little too friendly. This is what you call a friendly cow. Yeah. Okay, so now we've got to go into our next project. Is probably cutting some trees down. Okay, so the next project we got is we got some of these low hanging trees. Some of them have fallen and leaned into other trees. What we want to do is we want to take this gravel on out towards the woods more, out to where the Angus calves are. But we can't get the gravel truck in here because they can't dump it with these limbs hanging over. So we got to get some of these limbs out of the way so we can even get the gravel truck. Then down in the future, we'd like to get a Connex trailer hauled clear to the back to make a cabin out of, but we can't get that Connex back here with these limbs in the way either. So this is for a couple reasons, but the first one is so we can get gravel dumped in this drive. got the limbs on the ground. Now we got to get the chainsaw out and chop these things up. Rosie seen us cut on this mulberry tree here that she's been getting snacks off of all summer. So now she's just ready for her treats. So many of you viewers always got some good comments. So here's a thought. I had some of the farmers in my local area say, well, that calf, he probably won't eat on his own until he's 6 months to a year old. This calf is about 7 weeks old, 8 weeks old, and he's eating leaves off of the tree, and he's grazing and eating grain. So I don't know if that's normal or not, but he's starting to eat and doing well, and they told me that couldn't happen. So maybe we've got the only calf in the world that's ever ate at 8 weeks old, but this calf is starting to graze and starting to eat grain and hay. So he's doing well.
Rosie, you're a good mama. Our garden is just awful looking this year. I mean, it's gotten overran by weeds and everything. It's just a mess. But we got to get these tomatoes out, so that's what we're going to do now. Yes, I don't want them to throw them away. What would you think this one is?
Got a few jalapenos coming on. Those look pretty good. So remember that ugly tomato plant we planted? Now this thing has grown out to where it's probably 6 feet away from where we first planted it. And as you can see, we got little tomatoes everywhere. So that tomato plant is still hideous, but man, it's producing fruit like I've never seen before. As usual, the chickens get to share the tomatoes that aren't the best, but they sure do love them. We did get a couple things out of the garden today. So we got some sweet corn. That's the first sweet corn we've gotten out of the garden. Tomatoes, bell peppers, and a few jalapeno peppers. So we did get a few things out of the garden today, so we're gonna take those in and have this for supper.
Well, that's about our show for the day. Thank you guys for tuning in, and we hope you and appreciate you guys watching our show.
So we hope you like this video. As you can see, we had a lot of things to get done today. We had a tree to cut up, we had fence to patch, we got garden to work with. So we've been pretty busy. We're hot and sweaty. It's time to head in, get a shower, get cleaned up, get some lunch.
Have a great day.
God bless, and thanks for watching. Like and subscribe.